everyone.
Hello. Okay. Hello, people. Hello, everyone. Okay. Hello. Hopefully we've solved the issues of last week. Hopefully.
No, I'm still here.
Alright.
Okay.
First, we need to deal with Forever Frax. You.
Oh my god, the UI is so different. I just noticed. Actually, it feels a lot less clustered.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I love this.
Let me check if the important things still work. Yep.
Nice.
I'm really blind. I don't see. Oh, right. No, I see it to the left. I see it now. Switch it. I'm your Wi-Fi.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, starting off strong.
Listen, I don't memorize the UI of stuff unless it's like special. I don't notice if it changes or if it becomes
We've
horrible.
been doing this like
we also changed the font and had to change it to some really gaudy, large, bold, stupid-looking font for him to even notice.
Yes.
Listen, I'm meant to play the game, not to look at the UI.
He's like the type of man that's like, did you
Can you
notice
not do
anything
both?
different?
Oh god, I hate that question.
Did you do something with your hair?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I usually guess hair, and usually that's correct, but sometimes it's like a new shirt or something. I just don't fucking know.
Honestly, hair is the Hail Mary on that one.
Yeah, well, it's like a 70% rate of being correct.
Yep.
The other 30% are like an article of clothes. Sometimes it's makeup, and then I really don't know.
then I'm
And you're
out.
effed.
Honestly, even the hair I didn't notice because I honestly don't know how you would like.
Regardless, starting.
Game.
Oh yeah, there were
okay.
things happening.
Last we left, we returned to the city, and the city had a unusually large amount of dwarven visitors, very distinct guests. There was a mention that Lucretia was looking to meet with the party, but not right away. Once they kind of settled in, got rewarded. I don't think I gave you guys any rewards because game was crashing and you couldn't.
I think you were trying to, but we didn't really understand it.
I think you wanted to give us like 500,000 gold or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and also some legendary items too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. So that's why the party just lost this whole ton of gold and items because
I didn't say anything. Do I get a robot instead?
Come on.
You did when we were going through, I think, one of the towns up north. I think we did get the 200 gold from delivering the stuff to the.
Oh yeah. We did actually get that.
But from 5 sales, I don't.
Oh yeah, right.
Because of connection issues.
Fable
too
says we
gold.
also got a level up.
We did not get a level up. You did not. No.
Wait,
Good try.
Did not?
Thank you, Fables. I appreciate it.
It was worth a shot.
Very, very close though.
Oh, we did get a good bit of XP. Like we're halfway to the next one.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty
We're
good.
really
How
close to a level up.
close? What do we need to do to gain the other?
Well, you guys will get
Sorry.
the XP for the quest, so I'm assigning that at the moment.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I guess it's close.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's what she said.
Fuck's
Oh
sake.
my god.
Aww.
Hi, Frax's mom.
Oh my god!
No!
That's tiring.
I just looked over my other screen and I saw she had said hi, Frax. I was like, oh boy.
Oh, this is a terrible timing.
No, this is not timing.
Oh,
For
good
who?
time.
I'm like 70% sure that the sound is not on, so it's all good.
I don't want to risk that, but okay.
Nah, me
Anyway,
neither. Some of me may die, but that's a risk you're willing to take.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Listen, you already
Um,
died once.
You
I
guys,
go better.
do you get a 500 gold shared? So that's 100 apiece in
Sweet.
the stash that I've already placed. And you're going to get basically an opportunity to look into the guild's kind of treasure trove. There are some items here that the guildmaster will kind of pull out and share, that you guys could get a choice of one of those that sound interesting to you.
Do we see like the physical treasure trove? Do we get to see that?
You're gonna see that a lot of these, yeah, there's like different weapons, different items, different like things, yeah. You could tell that these are probably weapons or items that some of the higher level or higher ranked members either found or retired their weapon to get something new. The guild does not repurpose weapons from those who have passed. Those are either kept with them or are kind of honored in the Great Hall. So you don't have to worry about getting anything like, that bad.
Haunted.
Yes. He will kind of slip forward a paper, and he goes, I have several items. And he gives you the paper, and he's going to give you the name. I'm going to give you the names of them, and you guys will tell me what you're interested in, then I'll link it, and you'll see whether or not you want it. But if not, you can call for the second one, and then that's the one that you will have to keep. So it's going to be a little bit of a game based off of a name. I'll give you a little bit of a description of it, and then we'll go from there. So,
Oh boy, I love gambling.
Is this going to be one
Let's
for each
go
person, or we all
gambling.
choose?
you all get one item. So, number one is there's an item called the Mind Lance. There's another item known as Drums of War. There's another one known as the Breath Blaster. There is a Mantle of Tikbalang. Another item known as the Hundred Moth Caress.
Okay.
Some empathic cords, a Staff of Air, a Heart Moss, and Globe of Shrouds. There are also going to be a few things more. Give me a second to generate these, because I had these last time. Okay. A fulminating spear, a restful tent, a beast staff, a tube worm gland, and a bravery baldric.
Shoot, these are very interesting names. I really want to know what they are.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the mantle thing sounds interesting for me.
The tent sounds useful since we do travel out.
The tent does sound
And there is something known as the Eclipse.
Oh my god.
God damn
That
it,
sounds
sounds so
awesome.
cool!
Why did you say that?
So, you may all, in turn, ask to know what one of them are. Then I will tell you specifically what it is, and if you want to keep it, yes. If not, you can then ask for another one that will tell you what that one is. You can choose to keep that one, or that's it. You can choose to keep that one. We're gonna play a little bit of a game with this one. The guild kind of likes to make their rewards a bit more of a kind of a fun little experiment. So the names are given by like previous members. So
I'm now.
I'm currently actively dreading the concentration tag.
You know what? I'm gonna get the tough part out of the way. If you
I
don't
will
mind.
actually do
Oh.
this to kind of help.
So curious about about the eclipse item now.
I was gonna ask about the eclipse, and if it doesn't fit me, I'm just gonna
I-
get the tent.
Can I have a list of the names because I can't hold on to them? Oh, thank you.
Well, there's a list.
Oh goddamn!
Oh, okay. So we know which is the weapon and which is okay. I
Mhm.
don't think I need any more weapons.
Oh, that's why I had no idea what Tigbalag was. That wasn't the words.
Oh shoot! That means I don't know. Well, I mean, I can tell which is a ranged weapon and which isn't.
What? Don't cheat and look them up.
I'm not. I'm just going by the name. I mean, mind lance. You'd think it would be a lance that probably does psychic.
Yeah, it's a lance, but only exists if you think about it.
I mean,
least
do you
not
want
mind
to see what the mind lance is?
No. Let's see.
I will tell you what they do
Cookies.
after you don't pick them.
I will. I do. I should probably check. You know what? I'm gonna check. Frick, dude. Why do you like this? Breath blaster.
Breath blaster?
Yeah.
It's a blunderbuss.
It's a what? Oh shoot.
Mm.
Oh damn, that's actually really
The
good.
tracking of a dragon, though.
Oh my.
creatures with- Holy.
You know, look
smokes.
away.
It's not made for real dragons, is it?
It's a
It
trachea.
is.
It's a trachea of a dragon.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, I mean, but she's like, it's probably an evil dragon.
I would so, considering it.
I mean, it shoots fire, so it's a red dragon.
Cool.
I shoot fire. I'm not red.
Oh wait, no, it can shoot damage appropriate type. It can actually be different ones, so you can choose acid too. Okay, or cold.
Holy
electric.
frick! Real? I could.
Yeah, it does say you can.
That's a really
Dang, I
good
should have
gun.
saved that for last.
Honestly,
This is a
honestly, take that. It's awesome utility for you.
Yeah, I kind of need this. I'm taking it.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
valid.
All right, I will add a
It's just
breath
acid,
blast.
dude. That's good. And concussive.
I mean, I,
I
can
will add it.
choose the type. It's not restricted.
I think it has one type of the 5. I think.
Yep, there is a breath blaster in storage now. That would be your check. So we move on to the next person.
Can I?
Okay.
Or
Go for it.
Heart moss, whatever that is. Yay,
Nice.
dusk.
woo!
The heart moss.
Yes.
Yep.
No clue what it is.
Dang.
Hmm.
Wow, that's
Oh wow. Okay.
really good.
Resistance 5 to mental damage. Oh, after you cast a healing spell. Oh my god, it's actually a healing thing.
I
Yeah.
think you need to. You gotta pick this up. I think you have to pick this
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually really good.
It is a It's basically a spell heart. You
Yeah.
basically stab this into your heart.
Oh. Oh, another one.
You know, like if you know, like the ice heart that you got. I mean, yeah,
The yellow
this
shirt?
is
Yeah. Okay.
this is the healing version of it.
Okay, I'll go for it. It was either this or the eclipse, so I wasn't sure what the other one was.
Someone's gonna do the eclipse anyway.
Someone's Someone probably
So,
did.
I mean, you guys could do the strategy of someone pick something. It's like, okay, and then you know what it is for the next person, and then you get the thing you really want.
Yeah, that was the idea, but
And then Alex got something he really wanted.
I rolled really
same.
well for that one.
I didn't know
Well-
what this was.
And we
We
don't
got-
want to give it up because if we choose the second option and we don't like it, we're stuck with the second option.
So
You're okay. I'll make it that it's not that you're stuck with the second option. You roll a d20. If it's on the high end, you pick. If it's on the low end, you get a random one.
In that case, you might as well just say you're stuck with the second option. I don't trust my luck.
man,
Or high is the new one, low is the second.
I've been
figure it
hurt
out.
too many times.
It's
Aw.
again, it's purposely done this way because it's kind of a gambling game that they like to do, and it's kind of a fun thing that they do within the guild.
Mhm.
All of these will be available for sale at some point, most likely by a friend of yours, because he tends to buy these after a while. So if there's something you're interested in, you might talk to your buddy. Here.
Yeah, he's in the harbor.
Who?
A friend? Who?
Who's who?
Two.
Oh.
Yeah, who?
The guy whose face I've stuck my hands
Well,
into.
it's someone who says
Who?
you sound like an owl.
All right, who's next? Not
No,
who. Which
someone
one of
else
you?
is next. Who's not picking?
Who's up
no.
first?
No, what's on second?
God
I'll
damn.
go. I'll go.
Oh. Let- I kind of have something I'm really curious about, but I don't know if it's a good pick.
Okay.
Go for it. There's only one way to find out.
What's the medal of the Tigbalang?
I was gonna ask about that
Okay.
too.
Gonna find out now.
Listen,
Yep.
it's a medal made out of a weird beast. I'm interested.
You mean this mantle is made of real Tigbalang? No, it's synthetic Tigbalang.
You. I only see Maria sweating.
I think Maria Sweating did something. Hold on.
Oh god.
Oh
No.
no.
It's a forced to file.
I deleted it.
Your sweat is damaging the line. No.
It's too powerful.
Wait, Foundry is not waterproof.
No, I don't. The other one's linked. What the hell? Hold on.
Holding.
Holding on to what?
Okay.
These nuts. Anyway.
Got him!
I believe that would be sexual harassment.
Harassment?
Would that work now? Yeah, I mean that you can click it, see it.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Whoa, that is so cool.
that's a.
It is
a
not.
dusk-
I cannot use this.
No, it's a good.
Yeah.
Dusk one.
It's good. It is
Yeah.
good.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck.
My problem is I can't change my weapon because my whole build is made around it, and I risk concentrate tags on all items. I have no good picks.
Hey,
Well,
at least you
that's
have
a-
picks. I'm a
Now you
kineticist.
know-
Nothing works with me.
Now you know. I will try to be a bit more.
No,
open with
it's
this.
fine. I have general problems with loot as a spirit barbarian with inventor. It's fine. I can take the utility stuff. I don't want this. Show me the tent.
Restful tent.
Yeah, it's fine. I was going for that actually.
For some reason, these don't link, so I'm just gonna have to drag them over.
Weird.
I don't think I think if they're not weapons, they don't link over. So I have to
Weird.
drag them.
Possibly.
Oh,
That does make sense.
Restful tent. It's a four-person.
Four
tent.
person.
So,
Someone's
Satan
gonna have
sleeps
to
at
stay.
night.
Someone's screwed.
Why me?
Well, that's one person's on watch, the other four on the tent.
Oh yeah, shit, that actually makes sense.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
He's a
like,
big
but
guy,
Skari is only half a person. That will fit.
I'm
yeah,
so
but
not.
Lina's got big wings.
But why was I the first person to sleep out?
Because you have fur covering your body.
That doesn't. I don't think there's any point of arguing. I'm not gonna win this.
No. I know what.
You know, this is useful. I'm taking this.
All right, we're gonna add the restful
Wait.
tent.
What?
Is now the restful tent is now in your thing. All right, who is next?
Childish. I read the description.
Did you get stuck in pitch a tent?
God damn it. Bonk on you.
There is your answer.
Who is next?
I don't. Christ, Alex.
What?
Wait, okay. Dusk, why did you put Steve of Encouragement back in the stack?
I don't know. Who's next?
I don't remember if I did or not.
So we have it's
I think me or
Dusk
Lena.
and Lena.
I have two I'm thinking about.
Go for it.
it's a 50-50 chance. Once you pick the second one, that you can choose either or.
Yeah, I do not need to go to HR. I'm perfectly good. I'm fine.
You know, let's spice this up. Let's spice this up.
Oh.
You roll a d20. On a 1, you don't get anything. If
Why?
you have two options. On a 20, you keep both. And then anything under 10, you get the first option. Anything over 10, you get the second option.
Spicy.
And it's
Okay,
That is
I'll
spicy.
roll. Let's go.
No.
do you feel
No,
lucky?
no. Not right now. You haven't picked anything yet.
Well, fine.
You get the first thing you didn't choose.
Okay, first item, Eclipse.
Now we can see what it is. I'm curious.
Exactly.
With that kind of name, it has to be like a staff or something. Like
Like
another.
some kind of
special
blade
sword.
weapon?
Yeah. It kind of has the same energy as the Monarch.
I know.
Because if you look at it, it is the second
Yes!
prayer.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ.
Dang. Man, how many dragons did they slay?
I don't know and I don't like it.
Oh, this one's from a silver dragon.
Those are good.
It depicts,
a
a silver dragon,
silver
people.
Okay.
Ooh, this is
As-
tempting. This is tempting.
But what's your second option?
Honestly, with the bravery Baldric, just because I was curious.
Restoration.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Ooh.
the eclipse looks so good.
It is a dusk thingy.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Alright. Don't remember that.
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think the other one's better.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. I mean, it just charges up, and then when it has one charge, you get a second rank restoration, so it can just reduce a disease stage by 1, or reduce clumsy, enfeebled, or stupefied by 2. It's not bad.
So I misspoke. So 11 up would be like you get to choose which of the two. 10 is you would just take the second option. You'd rolled at 11, You get to choose. I'll give it to you. Wait, you get to choose which one you want.
Eclipse.
Probably Eclipse.
Yeah.
Eclipse.
Yeah.
Eclipse.
I have 2 unique star knives. Fucking
And
hell.
I'll let the other people who rolled, who picked first, they can pick another one, and then they can choose if they want to keep what they want or roll.
So I can
But,
choose to see the other option and then
Yes.
roll if I
'Cause-
get the other one, or
we
So
swap
basically,
it.
use the gun though.
yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is
you
a
could
nice-
you could skip. Let's finish
Oh.
with the last person, Lena.
Save the best for last.
I generally didn't know because I kind of want to pick weapons, but those are useless to me. So,
The thing is with
courts.
the thing with weapons, we could always work something out.
Maybe then, because fulminating spirit does sound really cool, but
Go for the weapon or go for the drip?
because I don't know what it is, but it could just the image of like having this metal spear with lightning shit on it, because like fulminating is lightning stuff, I think. Let's go with that. I want to see what it does.
What did you pick?
The fulminating spear then.
Eclipse and put it in my inventory.
+1 returning spear.
Ooh, but that is
Dang.
kind of cool. You can just throw it.
Yeah, it does have a fireball on it.
detonates.
It does fire. Ooh, that's actually.
And flies away. It is. Oh, it's a monk weapon.
It is a monk weapon.
I star knives though.
You throw it
Does
once
that
per
mean
day.
only monks can use it, or?
No, that means it interacts with monk traits. Like, so, for
Okay,
example,
gotcha.
you can flurry of blows with this if you did melee. Which, if you have monk weapon.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
shit, can function as a torch too. Shit, that's actually nice for that reason.
You know, you don't need both hands free to do your stuff, right?
True, because my oh shit, I don't use the kineticist shield. I use an actual shield, so I do need a free hands to do impulses. Yeah. No, I can't use this then.
Wait, does Envision have the concentrate trait? It does, right?
When it say concentrate?
Envision.
No, another trait can have a secondary trait.
Really?
No, I don't think it does.
Let me check. Because the thing is, my helmet lets me swap out gear for one action completely.
Hello, Falco!
Hello, Flaco.
Hi.
Nope. All it is.
Now we're busy playing the loot game.
Yeah.
We're getting our treasures. We killed bad guys last time.
Yes. Interact is manipulate. Command is auditory. Concentrate. And vision is concentrate.
God.
Yep.
Damn
Then
it.
that's done again.
Wow, dang.
Well, what is it that you have that has concentrate? It's often. It doesn't always say that.
The fulminating spear, the activate has the envision trait, which means it has the concentrate trait, so I can't use it as a fireball, and that makes it not interesting.
There is the rage thing that you can get, like a trait where you like can use concentrate actions.
Yeah, that costs an action.
Yeah. What's the second thing you want to look at then?
Probably the empathic chords. Like something wearable sounds like a good idea. least I assume that's like a skirt kind of chords. Or it's a music instrument, come to think of it.
Could be.
We'll find out.
In the
Nope.
next episode of what we have here,
Oh no, it's actually just chords.
braided links of leather, twine, and ribbon that can be worn around the neck.
Oh, I wanted to see that one too.
Oh, this
Huh.
telepathy once per
As
day.
long as you're on the same planet, you can talk to.
Dang, that's a lot. Wow.
That is pretty good. I
You
think I'll be
can-
going with that.
You can bully people with it.
You can like you pooping.
You know, I need to give the other chords to someone first,
Yes.
right?
It's dope.
Yeah.
And
You
yes, I
can
do that.
curse out your cheese nemesis from a distance.
He have
I need to give him the thing first.
Dang.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, I would totally be using sending to do that. But no,
Fine.
yeah, no.
You
Compared to the
got-
spirit, is probably the most useful.
I put it in the
used
inventory.
71 cheese.
Thank.
Okay.
It's a walkie-talkie cord. It's nice.
Yeah.
So those who have not gotten 2 choices, you guys may pick one more, and I will add it onto the thing. So that would be, I think, Core, Faz, and Artsy.
Bee stuff.
What
Pretty.
else?
I guess for me, let's see. Maybe Globe of Shrouds.
Ooh.
Bee stuff.
No, that's kind of what I expected from a beast staff.
And
Yeah. That makes
Core?
sense.
Wait, Dakota, you chose 2 things, right?
I chose the mantle and the tent.
Okay. Who was the other one that didn't choose 2? Or did you all choose 2? Oh.
Alex, but Alex, has the cool gun.
He got huge. I think
Well-
he picked the globe of shrouds.
You picked the Global Shrouds.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
stick
okay.
with my moss.
Dang.
Oh, the staff has enlarged.
Yeah, but it's two-handed.
Yeah, I mean that's not a problem.
Well,
But-
it's 2-handed if you want to get the D8 of damage. You can use it
Oh,
in one hand. It's a D6
Oh, okay.
when it's one hand.
Look. Oh wait, it's a.
Oh,
primal
D4. Sorry,
spell.
D4 when it's one hand.
Dang, that's really good, but no, I'm sticking with my gun.
I'm not gonna take it just for the enlarged spell. There are other ways to get big, like potions. Right?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
All right. So I'm gonna go one by one and tell you what the rest do. As the guild leader's like, I would have thought that Alex would have wanted the Mind Lance, as he pulls out a giant aquabus.
You son of a...
damn.
It is an aquabus that does mental damage, that fears on a crit, and can choose to do the non-lethal trait with a fatal D12.
I'm gonna look at that really hard.
I'm just staring, eyes twitching. You see... Who...
Here it is right there.
fucking- Why
Damn.
is it
Fatal
called
D12 too.
a Mind Lance?
Yeah, I thought it would have been a lance.
Why? Who would name it like this?
It does,
You
Fire.
haven't read the worst part. Range 150 feet.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh shit.
that's the freaking weapon I wanted. God dang it!
he kind of sits and he goes, well, it'll be for sale.
How much?
He's like, well, you're gonna have to check with your friend.
Who?
Exactly.
Exactly. The drums of war they're drums that give you a +1 to performance and a +5 status bonus to speed. With some spells on it: shield, mystic armor, force barrage, sure strike, false vitality, noise blast, spiritual weapon, haste, and heroism.
Ain't no freaking
How many? Damn.
Oh wait, you need to play the drums to get the speed. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep, you can look.
I am-
You can give yourself war music while you run.
Actually,
Listen, we just tie the drum under Lena's butt and she can play it with her tail.
God damn it.
I'm going
We just have her
to.
talking about cheese and her tail goes mad, like bam, 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 bam.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, that's
You're
exactly the
welcome.
idea I had. If Lena gets excited, just bum, 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 bum.
Okay. Can you guys interact with the random loot thing table?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I could have
You can
gone
click-
long range. I could have gone frightened too.
What is this?
You should be able to click those.
Oh, the two bomb gland is pretty funny too.
That makes
Crap.
me so angry.
We can buy it. We probably should buy it.
Yes, as
buy
long
what?
as they don't upcharge me.
They'll probably do, but that's okay.
Yes, they probably will.
Nah, he was nice to us. It'll be fine.
Yes, I guess that's an optimistic point of view. Sure, I guess I could try being optimistic about it.
Tell him that if he gives you a good price, I'll give him cheese.
Sure, yes, I will do that.
Did you? Someone grab the eclipse, or was that?
I
Past
did.
us? Okay.
I did. I said earlier, but I might have just been over.
I
Went
got
a
the
bit too
hard
quiet with
ones.
it.
Oh my god. I'm so livid. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Why are you complaining? We can still buy it.
Yeah, you got the
but
other gun, which is also really cool.
Mhm.
It is. But god,
It has
why would you
AoE.
name it that? And here's who.
As he walks in,
The
and
music.
the guildmaster's like, "Here's our latest haul." Bam! And he puts it, and they're now in his shop. As he waves at you guys.
Wait, nice.
Alright, who? How much for the mind lance?
It's in his inventory. You can click and drag it to your inventory, and it should automatically make the purchase if you want it.
Oh, okay.
If you can
That's
afford
not that
it.
bad.
500 gold. Keep in mind the stash is shared.
How much do we have in our stash? Let me see.
Thinking.
Oh, I can set a price ratio. Wait, let me see something. If I do this,
We got 1,689 and 7 silvers.
Mm,
I can. He can double the price if he wants to.
no,
Damn.
I swear to God.
He's not going to. He's not going to. You're good.
Who is about to make? We're about to have another merchant enemy on our hands if he does that.
Hey, I'm good with
All
you
right.
buying it.
So
Yeah, me
um,
too.
all good with
Yeah.
pitching the group stash to getting this.
Just saying, my tattoos will be costing about 300 to 500 very soon.
All right. I mean, after 500, it shouldn't. We should still have some left.
I mean, you could like, depending on how much you have in your own inventory, you could do like half. If you have enough for half in your own cash, like half from yourself, half from the stash, perhaps.
I only have 39 gold left.
Enough.
You know, I was gonna
I
be like,
didn't know.
man, that 100th moth caress would be really good on Dusk, because you deal yourself void damage and add that to the attack, but it's
Yeah.
the damage that you take.
Yeah, it's a damage
Which
that you
is
take,
nothing.
so it's nothing.
After,
Yeah.
yeah, it's after immunities and stuff. The last line is what basically. Because I was like, oh, she could deal herself 1d10 damage, which is nothing, so she just gets a free 1d10.
Yeah, the thing is, I looked at that as well because Skari gets resistance to void damage pretty soon, and I was like, nah, that has for nothing then either.
Alright, so if we're all good, I would take the 500 gold from the stash. No objections, right?
No.
No.
No,
Alright.
it's gonna be a useful bit of kit for you. So yeah, hell yeah.
I'm just currently checking the trails to see if any of them got Boots of Burning, because that would, like, they get +5 speed and I'm slow as hell.
I haven't done this in a while. I don't know how to move
What do
money
you
over.
mean slow as hell?
I got 25
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
speed.
same.
That's
I can
normal.
go to 30 with that.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, get yourself a dashing thingy. Like
A what?
Bracelet of dashing or something.
Bracelet
One if
of
you want it.
dashing was that.
Alright.
You have 10-foot plus bonus 10-foot speed for a minute. I have one if you want it. But it
Oh.
gives me a +1 my acrobatics check, so
Shit. Yeah, actually, that would do it. Is that? Well, it's once per day though.
Who's who kind of like leaps up and claps happily as he hands you the gun.
Thank you. Alright. This should help and do wonders. I'm gonna have to switch my equipment around. Actually.
He takes the spear and he walks over the Skari and he like does like a fake like stabbing motion in the air next to Skari, and then he lifts it up like he's going to throw. Then he looks at Skari and then he's like shrugs and he goes like just tilts his head and puts it away and like does an apologetic thing, realizing that you can't throw the fireball.
I mean, I could now, but not when I'm angry.
Isn't it? Can't you just stop raging? Or you can't
No.
choose to stop? Oh, you can't choose to stop.
And even if I could, I
Mm.
can't rage again for 10 minutes, so...
It's a good opening salvo. It's a good opening salvo. Just throw
Yeah,
the thing.
you know what the other problem is? I rage for free at the beginning of combat.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's no.
And the thing is, there is a feat that you can do concentrate actions for the rest of your turn. But if it's...
Way better.
But it's a one action cost to use Moment of Clarity, and then most spell activations are 2 actions, so I'm not moving that turn.
Well, you're
It's
using a
just-
spell, so you probably don't have to move.
Yeah, or I have to move beforehand to get a proper angle, if we're talking cones or lines or, you know?
Yeah,
My Saturday group has someone who went into Barbarian, and the other person's a Thaumaturge, and has a thing where like when they scan a target, whatever, they can then choose to give the target a free move as a reaction. So then they run up. So then they start their turn like in melee. It's pretty cool. They basically killed some bosses like that with this running past everybody. All right.
Look at that spell I linked.
Wait, what?
I will
Okay,
say,
good
Cole, I love this font. It's so much easier.
Gecko grip. Wait, what does it do?
Now I'm gonna need some breath blaster ammo, actually.
You can probably just pay for ammo normally, and it's fine.
Alright.
Also, I can maybe make
would
that.
Be selling said ammo. Oh, you can?
You craft
Well,
bullets.
that's
It's not that hard.
perfect. And if you need help, I can offer assistance.
You're first paying up, my friend.
But obviously. How
I
much?
can make you that for money.
I mean, it depends, really. It's possible that making ammo is not worth my time if I could do it to 2 instead.
Now you have
Oh,
to
man,
make
I'm pretty good with
Fine.
alchemy. I could help you, but we kind of are all out of potions, so I should make
Yeah.
those.
Are we?
My encumber is in the yellow. What does that mean?
You're carrying too much.
You're weak.
You're going
Yes.
to you're going to see as the guildmaster plops up and goes, "Here's another 250 bonus for how you dealt with the situation of gold."
Okay.
And the Lord sends another 100 as a tip for helping him out with transportation out of the swamp by connecting him with the lizards.
Nice.
That's
Artsy,
all appealing.
apparently you're sounding very quiet.
The note says, "Lizard ride was fun. My daughter enjoyed it. Here's a tip."
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Nice.
I'm quiet?
That's what Omega said.
Why is my name spelled like that?
Because apparently you're the third art after Art A and Art B.
Because you're into artsy.
Artsy.
Don't.
Oh, yeah. I also forgot to mention this. We tracked down the cheese merchants, and I know what you're thinking. Lena, let it go. It's just a fraudulent cheese merchant. He was a demon.
Lena, let it go.
Yeah,
You know.
He
The
was a
guild
demon.
No. He's actually dangerous, aside from my personal problems with him. Like,
The
he's a
guildmaster-
demon, but we
the
didn't quite
guildmaster-
defeat him.
He looks at you and goes, "Yeah, sure, he's a demon. Okay. I'll make sure all
Yeah.
Genuinely, sir. Genuinely. He killed a
Yeah,
bunch
but-
of people too with the automaton creations or automaton.
Surprisingly, he was actually quite threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll check with the other heads of the guild to see if we can get some information on that, because that sounds really terrifying.
Absolutely, yes.
It definitely was when he was locked in a mansion with him.
God dang, this breath blaster is quite heavy.
What do you mean?
Oh, it weighs a lot more than my other blunderbuss.
But we aren't as strong as you.
I sort of feel insulted for some reason.
Why do I feel... That almost sounded like an underhanded insult right there.
What do you mean? It's not really that heavy. Scary just lifts it with 2 fingers and goes, eh.
No,
No,
it
we
it
aren't
has
as
a bit of
strong as
weight
you.
to it.
We aren't as strong as you, dear.
Scary drops the head of her wrecking ball. Oh, you're saying wait, huh?
I just got those floor. The
I didn't
guild
crack
master just-
anything. Scary picks the wrecking ball up and then steps a foot and I didn't crack anything.
Oh no.
It's always you and Victor, the same thing.
Oh.
Surprised it wasn't me yet, actually.
It's okay.
Scary is doing the thing with her with her like index fingers. Sorry.
There's not there. He looks. There's not really much of a hole, and he goes, "Ah, okay, cool. I barbarian proofs the floors. It looks like it's working."
Fuck yes.
Scurry, no, that is not a challenge.
Aw.
Kind of is.
No.
That's what I heard.
Pointing at both Scary and Lena, no.
It isn't. Absolutely isn't. Didn't say anything.
Out.
What do you mean, out?
I don't want you testing that
Go
theory
in the
right now.
corner and rethink your actions.
Well,
Wait,
I didn't do anything.
Yet.
It should be put in time out.
Who says I will? It's not because I can make the Donderger out of thin air that I will.
Well,
She looks like she's considering it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I'm gonna be,
yeah.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
be
go
putting
stand in
that
the corner.
mind lance in the pouch.
It would be so cool if I could dual wield those.
For now, I think the mind lance is gonna be put away until
Monkey grip.
emergencies.
So, the first fight we get into?
Depends how far the target decides to run.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, you don't happen to have any boots that give me a little spring in my step, make me a little faster, and that actually fits my claws.
He starts taking his shoes off and looking at them.
I don't think those will fit me.
He doesn't. He has like these weird socks that have like pink and like really like weird like cute green designs on them.
I love them.
And then he just puts his shoe back on, and he just shrugs. And he points at like the calendar, and then he like points at a couple days ahead. He's like, as if he's saying soon.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And he just walks out.
Oh, Dusk was gonna have just a chat about some of the other things they encountered, like the hags, the Coil Father cult. Just giving him a quick rundown on those things.
The guildmaster, who's still here, takes note of all
Oh.
that. No, it's who's
I
leaving.
thought he'd left.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he turned around and he's like getting things prepared, like paperwork and all that. He's like, I'll keep a note of that. I'll let the members know that there's some information there that's actually quite useful.
But we're not exactly eager to go back there anytime soon, so if...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we really have to, we will, but... It's not a good place to be.
Yeah, Dusk would go into a sort of probably like a private room with the Guildmaster and just explain why they would rather not go there and her situation with the Empire.
Well, I mean, there's nobody in the... Because you're going to be more so in his office now.
Fair.
Yeah, so you can explain it. Like, he's going to... You can walk with him to his office and let him know that. And he's like, oh, good to know. You might want to...
Things. After this, we're going to relax in the mansion.
Well, you do have a request here from the guild to meet with a particular noble. I don't know. I don't want to read it. It's sealed. It's a letter.
What?
Ah, yes, the
I'll see.
nobles.
You mean someone else than Lucy, or...?
I'll open it and find out, shall I? If the Guildmaster is holding it out, Dusk would take it and carefully open it and start reading.
Yep. You're gonna see. Well, you're gonna actually straight up see the the seal. You don't recognize it. In fact, I don't think anyone has ever seen it, except for Skari.
Oh no.
Would you like me to open this?
Skari, you know exactly where the seal is from. It's up to you whether or not you want to say where it's from.
Is it a seal with 2 concentric circles?
Whatever the seal of the family is. Yes.
Is it a seal of approval?
No, there's no genuine honest approving where that seal is from. Let's say that. I would like to take that, yes.
Dusk will hand it over to Skari.
So sorry, where was that from?
That was left here by the nobles who entered town. They said that the various areas here, this letter was left.
Yeah, I would like to read the letter, I think.
It is a thank you letter from the Goldmark family for 5 sales assistance in validating the information that was brought to them and it's the name of what was brought by was the Draugr, the Draugr people who left, and finding a long lost family member, in hopes to mend the relations between the dwarves and the city.
God.
Is something up, Scary?
Yeah, kinda. I think. I don't know.
Scary, you have an inkling that the Draugr you let go immediately went to your family and told them where you were.
Oh, yeah. So you remember the Dark Iron Dwarfs we met in the catacombs?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you
The ones that
mean
were
where
trying
the
to
disease
weaponize the
from?
disease.
Yeah.
What about them? Is that who sent you the letter?
No. That letter is from the Goldmark clan, which is my actual clan.
Oh,
She
well,
grabs
that's
her.
good.
No, it really isn't.
Wait,
She
wait,
grabs her
uh,
clan dagger, and you see the same 2 circles on the hilt that's on the seal. Why do you so Alex? Why do you think I never mentioned the name since I got here?
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of things we haven't mentioned to one another.
Yeah, no, I've haven't mentioned it to anybody because I was very intent for them not to find me. But yeah, apparently the Dark Iron recognized me and told my family.
Lena just walks over to Dusk, takes the wig out of her backpack and puts it on Scary.
Oh,
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know how well of a
so
disguise that's gonna work.
Scary looks at her tattoos, looks at her dagger, looks at the wig. I don't think that's gonna help.
You know, might need to get you some armor. I can fake that. You know, if you wear armor that I generated, they'll probably not pay you any mind because that's like abhorrence and uncraftsmanlike, so they won't even suspect you, right?
That actually is kind of true.
And then maybe I can put some metal under your shoes so you're a little taller, and they might just think you're a short human.
Wow.
What? I'm thinking practically here. I'm not making fun of you. At the moment.
The thing is, I didn't leave because of all of them, just because of a couple, and I think it's nearly a century water down the bridge at this point.
You'd say that's been enough time.
I don't know. I'll have to check, honestly.
I mean, do they have
If
any?
you don't want to, I'm sure we can come up with an excuse for your absence.
The thing is, I don't know if I want to. That's the problem.
Do they have any reason to like keep you or abduct you or arrest you?
Yeah, it's complicated.
Well, if they try, they're gonna have to get through all of us.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is
Yes.
they actually might.
I'm gonna give it a goddamn good try. Well, we all are.
I mean,
The thing
we've
is,
been through tougher situations.
the thing is, I don't really want them or you to come to harm, honestly. I mean, most of them, like a good half, I think, depending on who's coming.
I mean, we can knock them out softly if things come to it. If you don't want to meet with them, we can just avoid them, take a job here, and just be on our merry way. Oh, and after we go see Lucy, but Lucy probably has the dwarves over.
Well, considering that they are nobles, how big is this clan of yours? Or, I guess, quite well known.
as far as I know, it's one of the. It's not a small house. Like it really isn't.
Then we should probably avoid any fights then. Hmm.
And the thing is, I don't want to bring trouble to Five Sails. That's the other thing.
They're not going to declare war on a city over you,
Yeah,
right?
why do you expect trouble
Ah.
to begin with?
I mean, nobles can be quite finicky.
So,
No
I-
offense.
No, it's
I kind of ran away from a clan uniting marriage.
Oh.
So that's a thing. And I might
Yeah.
have stolen the betrothal gifts. She points at her earring.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Yes,
yeah.
that's going to be hard to.
Yeah, maybe we should keep some money apart to repay that. You think they'd be open for that, or they really just want it and you and...
I don't know. I can't tell you. The thing is, I kind of want to see my da.
Yeah, and you know, the letter sounded not hostile. It wasn't like you found a running criminal on the loose that's been gone for over a century. Finally, thanks to your help, we can apprehend this criminal who has committed crimes against Goldmark and its people.
You do know, contrary to popular belief, that dwarves can lie, right?
I mean,
So
yeah,
are
but why
you
would they lie
saying
to...
that- Are you lying
guild?
or they're lying?
I like honest people, so guess why I ran away.
All I'm saying is, if they wanted to just jump you and apprehend you, they could have done that at the city gates easily.
That is true.
Yes, but that would most likely cause conflict, which they're probably trying to avoid at first. If they can't get through them civilly, then they're probably resort to more other practices.
Listen, the thing is, I've been getting away from this for too long anyway, and there was never a better time to actually try to fix shit. So, yeah.
Well, you have my claws.
I don't
That's
mind.
very appreciated.
You say that they're trying to get you to an arranged marriage. You think that's why they're here again?
I don't know. As I said, it's nearly a century past.
Nah, that person will have married by now, I think.
I don't know. I just up and left. I spent most of the time in the wilderness and some cities, so I really don't know.
Look, if you want to meet your dad, I say you should do it, and we'll be there. I'll be doing my best to look tough and scary. I mean, I do tower over all of them, but they might not care about that. But
Just don't look too valuable.
in trouble then.
I
I'm
don't know.
kidding. I'm kidding, Lena.
I mean, my hoard's pretty valuable, but I don't think... I'll try not to yap about cheese, because I don't think they'll take me serious after that.
They
You are
do
pretty
like good
valuable
food.
to us.
Aw, you too.
Yeah, you know what? A better time than any.
Wait, they did write a book about the dragon slaying that you talked about, right?
No.
Okay, good.
Off to Lucy's then.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know if it... Well, she did tell us to settle in first. So tomorrow, get a good night's rest. Arrive there refreshed and ready for... hopefully a nice family reunion, right?
I mean, there's the hoping.
I mean, at least it'll give us time to think about our options.
Right, and you know what? I got an idea. I just got these nice little cords. I'm gonna give you the other half, so that in case they get you anywhere, we can sort of talk. And I've been told it helps us communicate a distance and makes us feel what the other feels. I have a feeling that will mean I will sense anger often. But that's fine, and I
Yeah.
know that you're okay.
That sounds like a good plan.
The thing is,
Luna.
I don't think you can hear anything when I'm actually angry.
That's fine. Like at the very least, it will help us keep track of you in case anything happens. You know.
That's true.
So yeah, I give the half of the empathic codes to Scary. Do need to invest in that, I think. Yeah, it's invested. But
Resting
we
items.
As
We're
you're talking, a door opens, and you're going to see a woman walk in. She leans up against the door and goes, "You guys are taking your sweet time." The lady
Why?
wishes to meet with you.
Oh,
Huh.
I guess settling in wasn't tomorrow.
She's
I mean,
stalling.
settling in for Lucy is make yourself presentable and then get your ass here, I think.
I don't speak noble.
I don't either anymore.
Does
Will you at least
translate?
get it?
No, that's about it.
Ah.
To be fair.
You recognize this person as one of the ones who used to work with Alonso? It looks like she got hired and is now working for Lucy.
Nice.
Huh.
I'm not surprised. It's a city.
Quite the promotion.
Yeah, no, poaching is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, if you would like to, I could lead you there.
Yeah, give me a minute. Scary takes off her earring and the cinch around her neck, and she puts it in her bag.
You sure don't want to put those in someone else's bag until we're back at the mansion?
Yes. Do you want one of us to safeguard it?
No, we're good, I think.
Gotcha.
The woman kind of looks at what you're doing, and she eyes those earrings pretty heavily.
Don't think about it.
She sighs and she's like, fine.
Unless you want dwarven nobles on your ass until you're betrothed.
Oh, the nobles aren't even half of it. You should know what the curse is. Scary shoots her mean eye.
What's going
Wait, you
on?
mean
And
as
then
in
there's us you have to deal with.
You mean the verbal kinds or the magical kinds? Because I think
Yeah.
they can
Probably
both be
yes.
pretty nasty.
The dwarves are well versed in both concerning, like,
Yeah.
Fair enough. You made your point. So, should I tell her that you need more time or coming on a different day?
No, I think we're good.
It seems like we're concluding their business. You
Yeah,
might
then we-
want to be there before they do that, because then you have no say.
Yeah, we might kind of have to.
Yes, it's
Right.
best to get a jump on the situation. Feel free to lead the way.
He looks at Alex and he goes, "What? Did the satyr forget the directions to the house that you've been to multiple times? Do you need me to hold your hand, sir? Wipe your ass when you use the bathroom?"
Why in public?
You know, I might be a bit rusty after being gone for a while, but I still have great aim.
Just get to walking.
Too
Lucy.
much
It's-
information, Alex. Too much.
That
She kind of laughs. You can tell she's just being an ass just to be funny. And then she looks at you. It's not what I heard.
Come on, let's go, Scary.
Where are we going? Lucy's.
Yes, Lucy. Just imagine Dusk is just an unintentionally very fast
And
walker.
you as well, Maria. Don't lag
Mhm.
behind.
I know the way to Lucy.
Everything.
Don't you start.
He's apparently doing things again.
What is?
Apparently my mic is doing the
Yes.
cross thing.
Fixed.
Why?
It done doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently.
I did the CRISPR thing, like turning that off and on again, and apparently that just fixed it. So
Yes.
good to
Rule
know
number
now.
1. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
That would just leave my microphone off.
Off
But you
and
can
off
turn it
again,
back on.
yes. Well,
Yeah.
excuse my French, okay? Jesus.
Bonjour.
Sorry.
C'est bonsoir.
Omelette du fromage.
That reminds me.
Bonjour.
That reminds me of the thing yesterday, Artsy, where the two AI are talking to each other. Like, you really got, and they just keep talking, and then at the end, she just goes au revoir, and then logs off. Just randomly French. They weren't talking French at all, but just randomly did say au revoir and just
Au
leave.
revoir.
Click.
The weirdest videos you find.
Yes. So, you're gonna walk in, and as you walk in, you're going to see a pair of dwarves in Lucy's office, standing. One is standing pacing. Scar, you recognize this as your uncle. And behind him, with like weapon it's sheathed, but his hand on the axe, the head of the axe on the shield, is his personal bodyguard. It's not Faz, it's Kaz.
Yeah.
Scar, you remember learning a lot about fighting from him. He actually was one of your tutors growing up. He's pretty like stern and by the book, but he's not complete. You don't completely hate him, I would think. But he does.
No, she
follow
doesn't.
orders.
Yeah. No, she doesn't.
He is looking intently at your uncle as your uncle is speaking. He doesn't even shoot you a glance or anything. He's just focused on his job, which is kind of what he would do.
Yeah, makes sense.
As you also notice that Brynhild is here, as she's on the table, and she's like, she slams her hand on the table, and he goes, "You can't be serious about this. Did you even speak to them before you made this decision, Lucy?" And then she turns and she looks and sees you, and she makes eye contact, and she gives you kind of like a apologetic look as she kind of closes her mouth.
Well, I believe we're about to have that talk. It sounds rather serious.
Yeah.
Lucy leans back and kind of sees you entering and goes, "Ah, welcome. You took your time getting here, but
Not long
you are
back
here."
from the Empire, so we needed to gather ourselves.
I mean, since you've come back. I know the guild plays this silly game for loot and gear and items. I never understood it. Just
It
offer the
was quite
deals.
fun. It was quite fun, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I liked it.
Fine. That's fine. Anyway, what we have here is a bit of a interesting situation. My dear friend Aldrich here was going over, well, a little bit of history of the Goldmark family. As Lucy leans forward and shoots you a smile.
Uh-oh.
I think you know the smile. I'm gonna put it in open chat because it's not done, so it's not gonna be on stream.
Oh yeah, then I'd exactly know which one.
Yep.
Lucy shoots you the smile, and she's like, Scary, I was unaware how wealthy your family was.
Oh god.
And that was very much the intent. Hello, Uncle.
No. This is good. This is good. This means deals and business propositions and partnerships. Your uncle turns to you and he just scoffs. He's like, huh. Looking as barbaric as always. When will you grow up? You should learn from Kaz here. He follows directions and does what he needs to. You have duties to the family.
Wait, he's saying that to Skari?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, sorry to intrude a bit, though we are a bit busy with a few tasks of our own, and Skari is quite an important member, and without her, we won't be able to get some of these tasks done. So, surely we can postpone this duty you might be pushing onto her.
I'm an understanding individual, so yes, I'm aware that she has have grown in value to several folk. Has grown to make a bit of an impression even in 5 sales. I can understand the value of having her as a contractor here. So we'll make all of this ceremony as short as possible and get this over with so that we don't need to be, well, we don't need to be doing this much longer. What needs to be... Oh, he stops as you start talking.
I hope you're not seriously expecting me to marry that poser.
You should know by now that it's simply just formality. Sign the paperwork, we get the family in, you can run off and do whatever you want, and we get all of the benefits, and you have none of the negatives. You don't seriously think we care much about him and his family besides what they could offer us, so...
I thought family has been sacred to our people. What the fuck are you talking about?
It was, and look what it
You
does.
know nothing about what being a dwarf really is. That's why I left, and that's why I will leave again.
He takes a seat, and he just puts his hands up to his, bridge of his nose, and he just, sighs. As Lucy leans forward and goes, "Don't worry, sir. Let me talk to her." Scary, my dear. It's good to see you. I know that your uncle here might not be the best at expressing himself. As she says that, you see as Kaz, grits his teeth. To the point where you can audibly hear it. But think about the possibility of a partnership. Seeing that currently I'm sponsoring you, I think it would be a very good business proposition to consider a deal with your uncle. Maybe altering it. I know that you may not want to follow it word for word. I don't know who this poser is, but a partnership between your family and the city of 5 Sails might prove profitable and beneficial, not only to the city, but to the dwarves. Ever since Well, ever since the Whaled Rune was found and this dwarven family split and many joined Solheim, the ones that remained struggled to become prosperous. And I'm sure you are aware that any kind of partnership like this would be a beneficial thing. Consider looking into some sort of a compromise. You could do that much, can you? As she breaks into a half smile.
You see Scary just gritting her teeth and really thinking about what she's gonna say next.
Bryn basically like lifts her hands up and punches a corner of her table off and just walks out. It's like, I'm not standing here for this. You've shown your true colors today, Lucy. We'll speak again. And she, as she walks by, she puts her hand on your shoulder and she's like, if you need anything, I'll be at the pub. Drinks on the house. I think you'll need them.
So, dear Lucy, and you see Scary putting up the biggest noble smile you have ever seen her make. And it's, for the people knowing her as herself, it must be really nearly disturbing to see her actually do that. And then she continues, a dwarf's convictions and heart are not for sale, and insinuating such is the grievous insult, and I will not tolerate the question again.
Her smile fades as she gives a more normal look to you, and she looks to Ulrich and goes, well, it seems like we're in an impasse. What say you, noble dwarf? And she's saying this is like a very mocking tone. He starts thinking, and he turns to you. So what is it, Scary? What do you want? Do you want to just abandon the family name and just go off roaming on your own and leaving us to suffer? What about your pa? What would your mother think of you roaming, getting yourself into danger?
That's low.
No.
You can't use
Let me roll something real quick.
At that point, Kaz actually walks and stands in between you and Scary, looking directly at Ulrich. Like he is upset.
Okay, I'm good.
We'll put a hand on Scary's shoulder.
I think I can feel it in the cold scan's eye.
I think at this point, Scary's tattoos would start glowing.
Oh.
But she grits her teeth and like suppresses them again. That was. Go on.
He will just not even like pay attention. He looks directly at Kaz. Kaz, remember your oath. And he turns and he completely disregards your feeling. Like he doesn't care if you're bad, if you're gonna attack or anything. He just turns and he's facing Lucy. You may continue, sir.
If I may chime in a bit, I find this talk to be quite troublesome and your remarks quite scummy, if you ask me.
Say that again.
I mean, that's how I remember my dear uncle. But yeah, why is my father not here?
Since this does seem to be a family matter, I think what Sky's saying is right. I feel like it'll be better if she talked to her father instead of the likes of you.
As you say that, he kind of sits up and he looks over to Kaz. As Kaz is still kind of in between the both of you, he'll turn and he'll walk towards you, Skari. He'll place a hand on your shoulder, and then he'll return back to his post, like where he was standing in the corner. And he goes, "Your father, if he was able to make it, he would, but at the moment he is very ill. So he is taking a little bit of time off. And in doing so, a lot of the responsibilities have fallen upon my shoulders."
Sense motive on that, on all of what he just said.
Yes.
Same.
Shoot.
Right,
Oh, I think the macro got removed from my bar due to the update. Hold on.
No, you just gotta,
Oh. You gotta go into the setting and show the bar again.
There's not the option to make it blind unless it
It
just
is blind, it's on its
automatically.
own.
It's on its own, but it's always blind.
Oh, okay.
And
I think a lot of the rolls. I think the rolls automatically now show up blind, where I can right click and show them now.
Fair enough.
since there we go.
Alright, I got 3 so far.
Yeah, looking for that setting, sorry.
So go to configure settings, go down to
Yeah.
core religion, and then it's the one that says hide or collapse macro bar.
Then you might have to refresh. That's the thing.
But refresh is fast now.
Actually,
Yeah, I did see it, so I'll do that.
Share your screen and someone show because it should be right there.
I have
I think-
mine.
I think that was just for it being, it's for the bar showing up, I think, which I think came back on a refresh.
And then it's the
Oh, you have
basic
to
apps macro.
turn it on and then refresh.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see the option even, so I thought refresh to show the option.
Oh.
No, yeah, you have to see the
No.
option. Okay, so I got Alex, Dusk, and Maria.
Yeah, it's reloading.
You need to go.
I am.
Ah.
Core is plotting.
Oh boy.
No, Core is enjoying this a lot. Skari is currently trying not to punch holes in walls.
Also, stretch, posture, and hydrate.
Stretch, posture, and hydrate. I still got water.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's take a 30-second while I get some water. While we wait for the refresh, and then Lena can also roll.
Ugh. I'm actually going to go for a very, very quick nature break.
I'm actually glad about Maria's self-control. She was about to hit someone with a shanklu.
why do you think I rolled that will save?
Yeah, but you know, you would have gotten in trouble. I wouldn't have as much.
I
Well,
think
truth is-
relatively speaking, Story would be in less trouble, I think. 'Cause she's not intervening. This is her matter.
Two things. I think Skari would probably have gotten a hit off. And then Kaz would have probably jumped in. Fashionably late. When he put his hands on your shoulder, you remember as a kid you've tried to like push him and like play with him? You know, because you know he would kind of be like kind of a surrogate, kind of like older brother type.
Yeah.
And you were never able to even make him budge. Even while angry and trying to take a step forward, you still can't make him budge. Like,
Okay, I'm loaded in. Where's that ball?
he effortlessly with one hand kind of held you back, but it was not like he was also kind of comforting you.
Okay, there's.
But you remember how heavy the hand was, and you're like, oh.
Okay, so step unchecked. Reload again.
Is it working for your tracks?
I unchecked the box. I'm reloading now so that it actually shows again.
Okay.
Leah's just doing her best to do as she said before, like standing there looking intimidating, shooting daggers at the two of them, honestly. Wings unfurled to make her appear a little bigger. You know, threat display, basically. She's backing up Skari at the moment.
And Alex is standing by Skari, staring down at the guy, glaring.
You know, if Lucy
Oh.
wants this deal so much, she can marry that dude. Right?
I do have one idea, but it requires some arguments on Dusk's part.
Oh. Do you think
And
a dwarf
mine.
will marry an elf? Especially one that I don't.
Yes?
If it's a political marriage they want for power or riches or whatever, there's a good option right here. And I'm
valuable.
literally related to a family of dragons. You want an army, you won't get much better. So I don't know what this schmuck has in his family, but it's probably nothing compared to either of us. If he's open for that kind of argumentation. I think she would be saying all of this in Necrol, by the way, so that the other two can't follow.
I won't be able to either. I think just.
Oh, you don't speak
Skari.
Necrol?
No.
I do.
After that translation,
No.
Draconic, so that Dusk can follow, and I don't speak
Dusk
Infernal. I'm
does not.
sorry, Alex.
I
Dusk-
speak Draconic, so
Oh,
I
okay,
speak
Draconic
Necrol.
translation is good then.
Dusk knows Common, Dwarven, Elven, Halfling, Kitsune, and Werwood.
Well, I thought you spoke
Alex
Draconic
knows
then.
Elven, Common, Draconic, and Diabolic.
Necrol and Orcish and Common.
Okay, my bar is back. Hooray! Basic
Hooray.
actions, that's motive. Sorry, it only took like 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Maria, Dusk, you guys don't know what's happening in terms of, you can't really sense what he means by that. You're not sure if he's legitimately frustrated or if he's upset. the rest of you, you don't think he's lying, but you sense a little bit of like annoyance when he says that he had all this is falling on his shoulders.
Can I do something else, like more regarding to what he said about Dad being sick?
You could.
I actually want
Like
to
what?
know if Sky's dad's been made intentionally sick.
Okay. How?
I don't know. Can I like?
We would probably have to see him in person, and he's probably somewhere.
Yeah, but
Though
more
the
like
fact that
in
he-
what tone he says it or something. Like, can I do like a separate sense motive on that, or a medicine check or something?
Medicine check would do nothing because
Yeah.
There's
You're not-
nothing to check.
there's no medicine to check. You can get him to talk about if you ask him to talk about the
Condition.
symptoms or
I
whatever,
can actually ask.
and then maybe start to piece it together. But you'd have to ask that.
Because that's my kind of worry, basically.
Mhm.
So her father has fallen ill, and you came in instead.
What kind of
Correct.
illness?
Something that old geezer will get over quickly. He's not down for long.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
fake.
always been tough.
Well, if that's the case, perhaps we can
I mean-
postpone it and call this meeting an end until we see this
I mean,
man for ourselves.
he's my dog. Where do you think I got it from?
I kind of want to know what his treatment is.
The uncle looks at you.
I just look confidently back. Down.
Sky
turns
has
Emphasis on the down.
to stifle a laugh.
He turns to Lucy and goes, "This is too much. I just needed to finalize the agreement between our families."
You couldn't have found something else in the past. However long Skari has been gone,
Yeah, someone
have-
else. 100 years is a long time.
then follow through with that then.
We have multiple times gone around it. Why do you think she's been left alone for 100 years?
Then if you've done it already, why do you need her now?
100 years is quite a long time, and the fact that you need her right now seems a bit strange. When you could have came earlier.
He he turns and he goes, "Often, multiple times I've offered others, relatives, cousins, anything else, but they're insistent on it being her.
Why?
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
reason?
If I-
why her exactly?
If I knew, I'd give you the answer. But that's something that's between your father and theirs. If you want to wait and speak to him directly, then so be it. I just needed to establish contact and to make sure that you were here, that it was not another false lie. As the information came from a source that was not as reputable as what we normally do, but desperate times call for desperate measures."
Those
God
Durgar girls who
dang it.
unleashed a plague and trying to make money from it.
So how did you know those, dear uncle?
He kind of turns back to Lucy. Enough of this talking in circles. So, we had an agreement. Will you follow through or not?
Unless I'm mistaken and slavery was reinstated, you can't agree on anything involving Scary.
She looks up and goes, "No, it wasn't anything regarding Scary."
Then what was this agreement then?
She leans back on her chair and she goes, "Oh, dear uncle, I am kind of curious. Why did the Dragar that were attempting to unleash a plague come in contact with your family? Is it common practice for the Dolmark family to be dealing with such underhanded and what's the word?
Cool.
Unsavory.
Criminal.
Unsavory types, yes.
Last I was there, they weren't. But it's been a while.
I could be wrong, but it almost sounds like blackmail.
Your uncle kind of looks at you, Scary, and goes, "Are you sure you want the answer?"
Yes.
He kind of sighs and goes, "Well, when you were in term and your mother was carrying you, she became very ill and weak. So your father sought a means to help her. The traditional means didn't seem to do much else, so he spoke to some of the other families, and one of such offered a solution that he refused. But upon hindsight and retrospect, if he had not refused, there is a high probability that what they offered might have solved the issue, but he chose pride and duty and honor and all of that above what would have solved the issue."
You said might, and now you're saying would have. That's very much a conflict there. If you don't know for certain, how do you know for sure?
Well, it's more certain than what happened.
It could
Doing
also
nothing
made it happen
but-
quicker.
And so she would have suffered less.
And
Yeah.
you wouldn't have had a niece to marry away.
For that I'm grateful, as you are the only thing that's left of my sister, but
Speak ill of
yes. I dare not speak ill of her. If there is one thing that united the families, it was her. You were at its strongest when your father and her were together. You were prosperous, our people were fed, there was no famine, the trade routes were busy. She passed, and all of that disappeared. Do you think it's not worth trying to get back to that? Or is your pride worth watching young children starve in the streets because we don't have the means to take care of our families and our houses? If that's the case, then fine. I'll get up and I'll leave.
I don't know what goes on in the Empire.
So you've had 100 years of time, and this is the only solution you can think of.
We've tried
A
everything
method
we
of
have.
giving her away just like that?
We're not
That's-
giving her away. If we wanted to, we would have. We're asking her. No one here is forcing anything upon anyone.
And yet you keep asking.
And guilt
She's already
tripping.
made her answer clear.
He kind of sighs and goes, "This is insufferable. Fine. Do what you wish." I tried.
What you are very trying.
Yes, yes. Speak down and be arrogant and be as passive-aggressive as you would like. That's going to save all of the people that are suffering. I'm sure that'll make you feel better when you sleep at night, knowing that you got one up on myself. Tell that to the families of the children who died, or to the orphans whose parents are gone because they needed to work the mines because there was no other means. You do realize that the dwarven clans are suffering, that the existence of the whale room in Solheim has torn us apart, that the Dwargar and all of their machinations continue to undermine any sense of progress. We've tried, my dear. We've tried everything. This is just a band-aid solution to unite some of the families, to get some of them working together, to get us prosperous. I don't care what Skari does after. She doesn't even need to see the man. She can go and do whatever she wants. It is just a formality. But if this formality is too much, if this is too bothersome for your busy schedules, then I will walk out of here. And I'll leave it as such. And you'll never see me again.
Have the clans really lost all sense of practicality and reason?
The clans have lost the moment the Volsung appeared. This lust for magical power and energy. The families that left and abandoned us, that now roam around the kingdom of Solheim. That's what left us in this situation. I'm sure you've seen them. Lucy has described that several of them have been nearby. Those blue-eyed freaks. The glowing
Arrogant
magical
one.
powers. If there was any other means, and any other way of dealing with the situation without coming into conflict with my insufferable niece, then I would find it.
So, Lucy, what did he offer you instead of feeding the starving dwarf children with that, huh?
Oh, I could feed the starving dwarf children as much as I can. Or the families. But there's only so much because Five Sails is also... And the Alliance also needs its own... means. In any sense of weakness, the Kingdom and the Empire, either of them will sense and pounce upon it. So what better way to secure the Alliance than to solidify an actual partnership between the Dwarves and the Alliance to, well, form a union so the dying dwarf clans no longer are just a nation of their own, but also a part of the Alliance. It would be a weird name, Six Sails, but maybe we'll get rid of one of the others and put a dwarf in its place. Who knows?
Have you ever built a ship? I genuinely don't know.
She smiles and nods. I had to grin and bear a lot of things to get where I'm at, my dear. No one's forcing anyone to do anything.
Are you you sure about that? Because to me, outsider, family far away, not that much of a stake in all of this, if I'm honest. It sounds like the other family is forcing you, because you've, like, assuming you've been telling the truth, I will give you that. You've been offering a lot of possible marriages, and they keep insisting on the one that isn't there. Even though, like, your people are broken apart, even though there's people starving, they keep insisting. I don't think they actually want this. Because if they wanted to solve this, they could have. Before. With someone else. Especially if they don't even need to see Scary, quote unquote. Why insist it's her? This entire thing is just... I don't know. I think you're being played.
See, there's a difference between myself and others. I'm okay with being played if it means that I no longer have to see children piled up on carts, driven to mass graves because there's not enough supplies and resources for them. So, yes, maybe we are being played. Maybe we are being lied to. But again, the last time the families united was when my sister was alive. And as the only surviving kin of my sister, it seems that there is this insistence. The last time someone of her bloodline was in a position of power, we profited. And now they seek for that. You see, the traditions and pride of those clans. It might be that, or it might be an ulterior motive. I don't know. I'm only doing what I can.
So why not unite with anyone else? Surely they're not the sole option.
We could. We could do like the dwarves who abandoned the home and join with another family. Cut off part of us.
Scary is gonna ask her uncle something in Dwarvish.
Okay. You typing it out?
Yeah.
He looks at you and he basically gives you with his eyes a yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
The only thing that could rival
Yeah.
the blood of a Volsung.
we Listen, I do want to help. Not you, but him. She tilts her head at the guard and all the others. And if it helps you, that's fine. But not like this. I kind of have to see what's going on.
He will stand up from his chair. And then he goes, then we'll take the time and find out. I'll come back at another point. Hopefully once your father is a bit more able to. And then we'll look and discuss options. As long as you are willing to work, then the family is willing to wait. We waited 100 years. What's another few months?
I can work with that.
Lucy leans forward in her chair and kind of like goes, I see I am watching something I've never thought. Family members reconciling, even if it's temporarily. Unfortunately, we humans live on a different timetable. So, by order of 5 sales, the Goldmark family and your group, Skari, are under lockdown.
Huh?
And the situation
Wait,
is
what?
resolved with the other family who has already come forth. You are not allowed to leave the city.
You can't be serious.
After all we did, this is what you do?
I just need this situation handled immediately. I don't have months or years to wait.
But this is none of your business.
Oh, it is. The Empire is making a move. And if I don't, well, there might not be a 5 sales.
Well, don't you think that keeping us here is a bit counterproductive?
Or at least
Quite a bit.
temporarily.
It could not
And
be.
how long is this temporary?
Well, the delegates from the other family should be here within the next day or so. And we'll have a meeting the day after. We'll come to an agreement. And then we'll move on.
You're awfully sure of that.
Oh, yes. They paid
No.
quite handsomely for confirmation of whether or not Skari was here.
You backstabber.
Listen, she can't really help it. Humans
Yes,
are
she can.
incapable of thinking in time spans longer than their petty lifetimes. It's what you come to expect after a while.
She leans back. I need to speak to Skari by herself. The rest of you, fuck off.
Do you want
And
us
she looks to see if Skari is going to stay.
Oh, she should be afraid to be in a room alone with me.
You sure about this? Because I'm inclined to disobey.
Same here.
No, we're good.
Good. And she shoos the rest of you guys off.
If anything happens in here that's not to my liking, you'll pay.
If anything happens, do call for us, Skari.
Oh, you'll likely hear if something happens.
Oh, I will.
Just go out. I will be there.
Before Dusk leaves the room, she's just going to turn to Lucy and just say, "No harm will come to my teammate."
No harm
Okay.
whatsoever.
I want to sense motive in case she plans on doing anything underhanded. Not harm, but possibly
I think the person that
any
backstabbed
charms
Scary.
if she tries to persuade her anyway.
What are you gonna say, Frax?
I think the person that just backstabbed Scary is quite likely to do something underhanded.
Oh, that's why I'm planning on staying nearby to this room.
Oh yeah, I'm staying as close as I'm allowed.
But yeah, can I roll sense motive?
You can.
Alright.
Also, a question: if we leave the room and come back, will our Fugies come back?
With a what?
The VC. If we leave the VC and come back, will our Fugies come back?
Or Fugi's gone.
Don't know, but I have a static one in case, so it's good.
Because I kind of wanna drag Core to a separate room for a second.
Okay.
Oh.
By the way, did you see my DMs?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Yeet.
I guess we'll find out if the Fugies do.
I have static figgies as a backup. Except for rain.
Yeah, what about chat? We can try and get one.
Chat, is this real?
Is this
God
real
fucking
shit?
damn it.
So Core, can you jump with me into the tavern IC real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can we fail secrets? Secrets.
Secret is.
Outside the door, Lena's just pacing back and forth angrily. She's got like embers of flame dancing at her mouth each time she breathes out. She is seething.
Molding even.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
no, she is pissed.
I'm clutching the Shanklood so hard. Maria's knuckles are white. She was ready to hit her.
If she expects us to do anything at all ever again for her,
Oh no!
She-
I'm
Not
done
without
with
paying.
her.
Not
oh
without
yeah,
a good payout. Even if it's minor.
she better offer a halt and an apology before she dares to show her face on our fucking doorstep. That traitorous piece of
Are we trying to
To
listen
be
in to
fair,
the
with
door?
what we've seen, do you think she was anything but that trustworthy?
Well, I hope she would at least not backstab the people that did all of those things for her.
She's psychotic.
I got half a mind to invite the cheese merchant back.
Maybe we can team up with the cheese merchant.
That's not good that far, he's still a demon. And as
Yeah.
much as I would love to set fire to this building and most of the city, most of the people are not to blame for this.
That
Which
and
they
you'll
was.
only just escalate the issue.
I'd like to escalate her issue several hundreds of feet into the air and then drop it. And then just tell us to fuck off, like we're nothing.
We haven't done anything for her.
No, we've done a lot of good for the city.
I think that would be a lot of good for this city
We're
if she wasn't there
nothing
anymore.
of importance. Unless we have high value at the moment. We're just pawns in order for her to get benefit. As long as there's something she gets out of it, she doesn't mind.
Well, it would be a goddamn shame if some people had some contacts with a certain Alanza. And were really upset at what she was doing to their teammates. Just saying. And she basically kicks a chair away.
For now, we just have to play it at least somewhat level-headed.
I'm level-headed. I'm very level-headed.
How about you sit down and take a cheese break?
Nah, I'm not feeling cheese.
Oh no.
Yes, because that's very level-headed of you. Right now, we can't get too heated. Even if the situation doesn't help.
I hate that you're right. I wish this whole place was closer to home. Bet they'd say they'd sing another tune if my dad was there. Wow, that sounds kind of pathetic if I play that back in my head. But I can threaten them just fine myself. I wouldn't do. I'm level-headed. I am calm. Inner peace.
Didn't have the heart to retort back to him when he was saying about the children in the streets when it's worse in the Empire.
I just think that's a whole bunch of nonsense. 100 years, people starving in the streets. I believe that can be a thing. I don't believe that this is solely on Skari. 100 years is a long time to do anything about it, get trade deals with anyone else.
Yeah.
Noble politics is complicated.
No, they
This
make
isn't
it
complicated.
complicated.
They make it complicated, everybody else makes it complicated.
Which
If one of
means
them doesn't fall through, the other won't fall through.
that
Meaning
they
they'll put
don't
themselves on a
care.
standstill and nothing develops.
It means that they don't care about those famines. They're just using it to guilt trip Skari into signing those documents, which supposedly she'll never have to think about again. But it must specifically be her, even if she never sees her fiancé. Come on. I can't be the only one who thinks that's a load of bullshit.
It's a little bit weird, like why?
I mean,
Like if it,
considering I can understand what they were saying. I think I know something that I think Skari would rather talk about herself.
So the doors are gonna open.
Hmm?
And Lucy's gonna walk out. Skari's also gonna be in the room, or doing whatever you're doing, Core. And she'll look at Ulrich. She knows her place, as should the rest of you.
What did you do
What did you do?
to my teammate?
Nothing.
What did you say to my teammate?
I told her what's at stake.
Just be careful which probes you're trading for which other ones.
He's
Might
gonna
end up liking
look
the
into
deal.
the room. Skari?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
He's gonna
No.
walk over.
If you would kindly fuck right off of my house, and I could have it to myself, because I've been dealing with insufferable dwarven nobles all day.
Oh, don't you
I need to
worry.
relax.
We won't darken your doorstep ever again.
She looks at you and shoots you with that smile, and she's like, "Oh, you're denying me that fun. Good. It's fine. I know where to find you."
And I know how to
That's-
say no.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
come, let's just go.
Yeah, let's just go.
She looks at Ulrich and Kaz as Ulrich looks and goes, "Well, this was unexpected, but the end goal is the same, I guess."
Don't you fucking start as she just walks off to Brynhold's pub.
So
It was not my decision, he says, but I'm not going to be dealing with this any longer. Kaz, let us leave. And you see him walk away as Kaz just stares daggers into Lucy's eyes, and Lucy smiles at him. And then Kaz turns. Oh, what's going on?
Before her uncle leaves, you see Skari putting her earring back in. kind of giving him a nod.
He looks and he nods back as he walks away. Kaz like grits his teeth again.
You see Scary walking up to Kaz and hitting a fist against his chest plate, like strong enough that every other person would have taken a step back, but she knows it does nothing to him. And she just goes, "Good to see you," in Dwarfish.
You notice that when you did punch him, it did knock it back a bit because he seems to have eased up. And he looks down in Dwarvish and goes, "You've gotten stronger."
Yeah.
Remember what I told you. Survive.
I always will.
And they walk off.
Oh boy.
When you're outside, the guards that normally like chit chat with you, they don't even look you in the eyes. They kind of look away, then they open the gate.
Yeah, guess we're not the first being played like this, are we?
That's why I find nobles a bit distrustful.
Excuse me, you're in the presence of at least two.
There's exceptions to every rule.
You guys don't act like nobles.
You don't,
Scar and I
which
are
is
actually
a
fine.
nice change of pace, honestly.
I mean, I kind of have to for a bit, I guess.
Yana walks out
Yeah.
and he goes, "Well, that could have gone better."
Nah, not your fault.
Nah.
Whatever. Not my problem.
So
That really isn't. Taking any advice, stay out of it. Far away.
It was good for this one.
there's
She-
usually a lot
she
of
has a
collateral
bag.
damage.
Mm.
She has a bag of gold in her hand. This should be a couple days worth of drinking. And she actually takes a gold coin out and hands it to Skari. That one's on me. And she just leaves as well.
Yeah, I'll need that. Thanks.
Oh, she did offer free beer. I'd say we take her up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need a stiff drink now.
And considering we can't leave the city and go back to the manor, I think we'll have to stay. They're at the pub.
So what did they force you to do?
Maybe
I
let's
mean-
chat about it with a beer in our hand.
Aside from
Yeah.
signing the bullshit. What did she
Let's
tell
do
you?
it in private, at least.
I just want to know what kind of leverage she has so we can find a way to ignore it totally and have revenge.
Again, in private.
As you guys are leaving, you're going to see Victor and Snorkel approaching.
No, we're about to drown our sorrows. Want to come join us?
The plans for the
Victor-
next couple of days is drinking and maybe some more drinking.
Victor kind of looks at you and goes, "Victor's not in the mood to drink."
Why is that?
Victor will be taking a break from the town, from the city for a bit. I wish you luck.
Come, Victor.
Are they doing
She's
something
like-
in the guilds?
I can't speak about that at the moment, but I won't be following you through with it. So, and the first time he actually uses "I" like he actual person, and he walks off, as you see several guild members, walking next to the city guard, as they go. By order of the Council of Five Sails, the guild has been authorized to make sure that you are maintained within the city and will be escorting you to where you need to go. You are free to go where you please.
Or you're just
As you-
following these orders.
As you see, kind of Snorko is like following, and he's not understanding at first. He's like looking back and forth, and then he sees Victor leaving, and then he goes chasing after Victor. It's Lord Goldhammer's orders. We are to escort you where you need to go in the city. It's either that or Lucy and the city guard.
I prefer my chaperones in the form of friends, so I'm good.
Don't worry, we'll give you a wide berth.
I mean, you kind of have to. Scary flexes one of her arms.
Hmm.
Let's get those drinks.
Yeah. Because for some reason, the city is now feeling quite suffocating.
Let's go to Brynhild's. Gosh, we are going to Brynhild's because I don't believe we can go back to the manor at the moment.
The manor's outside of the city, so no, you can't.
We can,
Brynhild's
we
it
can
is.
sleep in the inn.
Brynhild's.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to end today's session with you guys approaching Brynhild's. And several people outside of the tavern looking in. As you see, like, it looks like there's a fight going on inside. When you peek in, it's just Brynhild just taking her mace to some of the tables angrily. She didn't pass her check, so she... But she couldn't attack anyone, so she's just attacking a couple of the tables.
Hey, we kind of need those to sit down.
I can make more.
She looks at one that's broken and kind of like picks it up. And she's like, this one's mostly okay.
I'd like to use my extended kinesis to generate a target dummy with Lucy's face on it.
You're able to do so.
Have
And
fun.
you see as she just like starts punching it.
Yeah. I'd say save them for me, but I can make as many as you'd like, so.
So we will
Target
end
practice and drink doesn't sound bad. And scene.
and scene. We will end. As we next session we'll go into the ramifications of this agreement between the city and the dwarves.
Oh, frick.
I can't wait to team up with a Lancer.
Hey, Lanza's nowhere near this shit. She's
Oh yeah, I know. That's exactly why. I'd like to. I feel very French at the moment.
Viva
Don't extend a
Revolution?
kinesis guillotine. Lena, don't.
I could make one. Wait, is there like a metal impulse that is almost literally that?
Could probably
and now,
be a favourite.
and now you know why I was getting the Lucy art the way I was getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, she was psychotic in the first place, the way she was beating down that guy.
Well, by the way, when she said she needed to relax, she actually went into the freezer area, and you heard whimpering. So she's probably beating
Damn.
someone up. You think you heard whimpering. You're not 100%.
Yeah, first time we get an opportunity to work against her, I'm pretty sure I'm taking it.
Probably.
I'm gonna set up a raid. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Dang. We haven't fought and I feel defeated.
I haven't even had a chance to use all the hero points we got either.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got 2.
I got one when shit broke loose, and I was like, damn.
Who has a raid?
I know it's like
Backstep raids.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Noble raid.
No.
There's
backstab.
nothing noble about it.
No.
how
Yeah.
about red wedding raid?
Oh my
Oh,
Oh
god.
god.
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
Aw.
I really did want to eavesdrop through
backstab
the
raid,
door,
got it.
but
Yeah, backstab raid.
so we had to go in character to kind of go over some of the things.
Yeah.
Lucy had to threaten Skari in ways that would make Skari kind of ease up.
hmm.
And it was not really pleasant. So
It was
Not-
not.
it was not Twitch. It was not. I mean, we could have probably did it on Twitch, but then they
No,
would
we
have
can
given
do
her
it on
the-
Twitch. It will just go, I will beep, 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 and then you
beep, 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 and shut down.
Yeah, basically.
Guys, just
just be more code.
say goodbye. Because we're gonna
Goodbye.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No.
Okay.
You rated.
So okay, so running Foundry off of the internal hard drive was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
that worked.
I think no, that is not there currently.
Oh my fucking god.
He's not.
That's
Uh,
fine.
We did it again.
Yeah,
It's not offline, it's just AFK, I think.
he's
well,
getting
to be
food.
fair, I didn't check his thing. I was looking at others, but.
Holy
We got it. I need to.
I have unresolved anger.
I am so frustrated
Yes.
right now. And I have to play Repo in a bit.